Let's see. Let's Count by Tana, Hoban. Have your eyes on the screen, Edwin. Let's Count by Tana, Hoban. So we have 1. Take a look at what you're noticing. 2. So what I'm noticing right now, I see the number 2. I see the number word. I have 2 dots, and then I have a picture of 2 ice cream cones. 3, 4, 5. What do you notice on this page? And I'll have Miss Erin pull a stick. What do you notice on this page for 5?
Zipporah.
Can you see those? These are close, but they're kind of like, actually it's a can. There's 5 cans.
You see 5
cans.
cans.
They're actually cans, but they actually dropped it on the ground, so there's 5 cans that people dropped.
Okay.
Can you plug those in?
So then we also have the number 5, number word, and then our dots. That's all staying the same, but it's changing for each number. Let's keep reading. 6. Ooh, look at those rings. 7 drums. 8 puppies. 9. Who knows what those are called? Oh, what happened?
We only have time to go through 3 of them. Okay, there's so many here. There's 25 of you. I could go through every single one, so I just chose.
What are these called right here? What are those called?
Finley.
Dandelion.
Dandelions. 10. 11. Oh my goodness, look at all those wheels. What kind of wheels do you think those are? Can anybody tell what you think those go to?
Aria.
What do you think, Aria?
Shopping carts.
They are shopping carts. That's what I think anyway. Okay. 11, 12, 13. Oh, look at all those petals. 14, 15. Ooh. 20, 30. I think those are gingerbread cookies. 40, 50 eggs, 100. Do you know what those are? Does anybody know what that is? What that's called? All of these?
Nadia.
Nadia, do you know what those are called?
Yeah.
What are those called?
100.
No, those.
¿Qué cosa? Ay, no llamo.
If you don't, that's okay, Nadia.
Man.
It's thread. So if you were sewing something, you would use a needle and thread to put everything together. That's thread. And that's the end of our story. Friends, we are going to do something fun with our story today. We are going to fill out something called a... So we had 1, 2. Remember this from last week and how you started making that? 3, and it just continues. All right, so we need to think, okay, what's the same about Let's Count and what's different from Let's Count and the Anos Counting book. Let's start with what's different. What do we notice that is different with these books? Miss Erin, if you see hands, we can take hands, or we can also pull sticks, whatever you're noticing. What was different?
Wyatt.
So I was watching, I don't know what I can see. I think different, that means other things are different than other stuff. This was good.
We need Mrs. Doss to give an example about what's different. What do you think, Miss Erin, from what you're noticing? Okay, so one thing that I noticed with Let's Count, Tana Hoban in her books, she took pictures of real life objects. Do we have real pictures in here? We do not. These are drawings. So I could say let's count, and for different, I'm going to write off to the side here, had real pictures. Real pictures. Where Anno's counting book had drawings. Something that might help, friends, is I'll show our Anno's counting book, and I want you to think about how it's different from Let's Count. Let's start off by looking at what we see over here. How is this different from the book that we read today? For how one is represented, how is this different?
Finley.
Because it's a cube and then the other one has numbers.
Okay, this one was a cube. The other one, let me pull it up here. Well, let's just look at 3. What did Tana Hoban do to show the number? She used dots. She used dots to show the number. So Anno's counting book had cubes. Cubes. Let's Count had dots. Dots. Okay, so what was the same about these two? And I hope that we can be thinking about what was the same with these books. Go ahead and pull some sticks, Miss Erin. What was the same about Let's Count and the Anno's counting book?
Amaria.
There was 2 peoples. Here, are we doing the book? Can you tell me one more time?
Okay, so we're looking, Amaria, at this book.
Okay,
And the book that we read today. What is the same about these books? And my finger is actually beside one. What was the same here?
Because there was the same. Okay, I do not get it actually.
Okay, with our book, Anno's counting book, did they show numbers on each page? So 1, 2.
Oh, so the I know was the same.
Okay, what was
Because
the same?
they're like So they're the like same numbers. They're like the number on a like every page.
A number
There's a
on
number.
every page. You're right. So there was a number on every page. What else could we say was the same? What else?
Edwin. Edwin. Edwin, remember to unmute.
What? I can't hear you.
Then Edwin will move on to somebody else who need to be paying attention. What was the same with Let's Count in the Anno's counting book?
Mia.
House.
Mia.
It's kind of tricky, friends. I know it's a different way of thinking. What was the same?
Jackson.
Friends, it seems like we're having some difficulties today. Yikes. Okay, so with our Anno's counting book, did they show a picture that went along with the number? Yes or no? Was there a picture that went along with the number? Yes. In Tana Hoban's book, Let's Count, was there a picture that went along with the number? Yes or no? Yes. So that is showing us that they both did that. There was a picture for each number. And it's different because there were real pictures here and there were drawings here, but they both showed a picture for each number. All right, so friends, we will be looking at another book of Tana Hoban's tomorrow so that we can learn even more from her. Before we move on, I have something exciting